try and get Samus off my back. Any advice other than
Samus Alkindi. Protection from fire, wards on your person. As for making him stop, that will never happen until one of you is dead. And I'm not counting on it being him.
I'd buy a house on the elemental plane of water if I were you. Circle, so you can move between them as he desiccates the area of all water.
And even if he does kill me, then, you know, to completely finish the job, I guess he'd have to go through Valernus first, right?
Oh, to destroy your soul?
Yeah. I don't think he would take it that far, though, would he?
No, and Valernus would never help Samus Alkindi. Samus is one of the ones who helped destroy Valernus.
Remind me again why we... Oh yeah, because he was the toughest guy. Why didn't we do some more research? I mean, seriously, couldn't that Falcon guy... Not Falcon, he's not dumb. Sorry. Why didn't we try and find him Mirages or something? Same result, less evil.
Unfortunately, that would not work either. Mirages always had a love for the Alkindi family, even if Samus is somewhat of a bastard son.
I meant when we were originally fighting Gantrox. Why didn't we think to try to summon him? Summoning one god's got to be about as hard as summoning another. A little harder. But in the same, almost in the same playing field. Because then we might have actually been able to ask the Gold Archon for help, or the Archons for help. And instead, no, we have the bright idea. Let's call the Fire Demon guy. Oh well, hindsight's always 20/20, you know.
Well, but sometimes looking back, it's still a bit fuzzy.
Very fuzzy in some cases. For instance, I can't remember most of what happened while I was a gnome.
Nice story. Tell it to Reader's Digest.
Yes, yes. I remember getting a lot of splinters. In odd places.
What was the last thing?
That was the three right there. Samus, Gantrox, your son. Right. No, I don't really have much of anything to directly help you with. Like I said later, I'll take you and your friend around the somewhat of a tour of the keep. There's a lot of dark, interesting secrets I'm looking at. You know, this is the place where Valernus grew up.
Oh,
This building here.
Immortal, right.
When he was mortal.
Maybe we should try to trick Alkindi into wearing a slave ring. I mean, it worked once.
I don't have those anymore.
And wouldn't it just melt?
Yeah, you got a point. Got a point. Why don't we just bunk with Drogan for a while? Throw Drogan at him.
That work. Hey Drogan, how would you like to be really kick-ass? Even more than you are now.
There's nothing that can make me more kick-ass. I killed an adamantine dragon with my finger.
Unless you
That
become part Valen.
Don't really exist, but that's hilarious. I took my one finger against the adamantine dragon. His scales were adamantine. And I did this. And once in his forehead. And it went all the way through into his brains. How
It was like David and Goliath, but
fine.
David died.
I'm completely fine. It was like David and Goliath. Said I kicked David's ass. So I'm Goliath. Yeah!
Do that again, please.
Yeah!
Matthew's gonna be so proud. I'm telling you.
Except he has a deeper, more scary voice, but I don't feel like doing that a lot. But that's kind of like how he was. Yeah! Okay, so out of character, is there any way extra Drogan just throw himself at Alkindi? No. Even if I told him I could commune with Alkindi and Alkindi says the Drogan's a pussy, He acts that way, but he's not that wholesale. He's like, yeah, I'm not immune to fire though, so no.